My God.
Crazy. All right, we're going to Acid Plant for game 2.
Classic. Splice. TY.
You know, definitely part of what was going on in that game was Classic Scouts. The Tech Lab, Banshees are in vogue right now. He kind of over-countered that, right? And it wasn't coming. It was like more of a regular push.
Yeah.
And when you see the Banshee with that army, you're like, oh, okay, I have to go deal with that. And then the Liberator flies in, right? And that's where TY really took control of that game. I think that this game shouldn't look like that. As good as TY has looked tonight, just seeing how much Classic got done when he had lost everything. He's just sitting there with like Blink and like one upgrade and a Prism. And like TY has 60 more army supply and 3 saturated bases and more tech. And Classic still did massive damage to him, right? This should be a much closer game, I would say.
We gotta hope so. I guess we just need to start seeing when we have these little engages at the start, just how good TY is gonna be, and if Classic can step it up a little bit, because TY, I mean, we've casted a lot of TY games in our life, but today he's looking even better than normal,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he is. Everything looks super on point. Even down to the micro and all. Ah,
okay.
Okay.
Now, I'm not too shocked by this. It's pretty normal we see, you know, someone proxy something in a best of 3 even, but is it going to get spotted? Okay.
He's scouting all sorts of other locations. This is super close.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the spots he would hide something. So if a player did want to check everywhere, there's no reason why you wouldn't check there. But it seems like TY only checked the left side of the map, and now he's heading towards Classic's base. Now, you can still sometimes get inside their base, and then when you see what they don't have, you can suspect this is coming as well.
Well, he doesn't actually get in this time. This is kind of one of the reasons why it's good. There's no straight jump-up path into the main base. Yeah. So you kind of assume that if there's a Stargate in there, it'll be there. And generally, you assume Stargate against Classic. Oh, reactored Cyclones here.
Oh, look at that.
So if he hasn't moved out when the Oracle comes, yeah, the first one I believe will pop out just as the Oracle is. So I think we can defend this reasonably well.
Yeah, they should be synced, but just because he has what it takes to take that on doesn't mean it's not going to do that damage. So we want to watch very carefully. Now he's hitting a Starport here.
Oh boy,
these guys.
Yeah,
and their sneakiness.
There's a lot of it.
Okay, now he wants to draw the Cyclones up, and it looks like it's worked.
Yeah, that's a very good move. The Cyclone's just chasing down these Adepts, but there comes the Oracle.
Good reaction time here, though, by TY, only losing 2 right away.
And look, he wants to shade into the Nhat-Anh. I'm not sure how much damage he'll actually get with that.
Yeah, he has a Hellion that's come up over there.
But
now, keep in mind that... Oh, hold on. There's another Oracle over here, and that's getting targeted down right now here by this Cyclone.
Oh, a little bit of misclick there, but still kills a few SCVs. Delays that supply depot a little bit as well. Oh my God, he scouts the
Wow,
Stargate.
look at that. He just ditches his strategy immediately. TY is such a decisive player.
Yeah. Which is really fantastic. But Classic this game, I feel like he absolutely did enough damage to justify this Proxy Stargate. At 8 SCVs, really not bad. And he's still got Oracles. In fact, he's making a 3rd one right now. Everything's safe for him. He made a couple shield barriers at home. I think he's just slightly nervous of, a couple Cyclones walking up and killing him.
Okay, the next Oracle does get out before that pylon's been destroyed. We don't really see anything to defend over here.
God.
Okay, another Cyclone comes up. There are some Marines firing on this. Maybe you could actually try to drive that back into the initial Cyclone.
Yeah.
I guess there is a lot more. Oh, man. Okay, I love what Classic's doing here. Yeah. He's coming and he's doing so much damage. He wants so badly for TY to be limping into mid-game. the Classic can assert himself more steadily.
Wow. It's just really great harassment all over the place. And TY trying his best to defend. Oh my God, look at the worker count right now, 42 to 29. Thank God he just started that third Nexus, or this game would be just about over, I feel.
Yeah, no kidding. TY taking the beating.
So where does TY go from here?
Well, I think he has to just stay back, because if you notice, Classic's going to regroup. He's going to attack in here again and just hit wherever softer. He can either have everything go into the main, or I'm sorry, the natural, or he can have the Oracles go into the main, and then the ground army come in there and try to hit the natural. Now with siege tanks, I don't know if Stalkers alone are going to cut it. But let's find out.
Nice, diving on top of everything here with these Oracles. Marines doing some good damage. The siege tank on the high ground, definitely a hero here.
Yeah, well, he's denying mining here. He can actually, if he stays here long enough, he can probably take out that command center. He's going to target that down.
Yeah,
dude, he's so good.
But TY at the same time, he actually landed his floating away starport as an additional mind game here.
Run!
And so he's trying to get some counter harassment done.
Watch TY counter pushes and wins the game, and I'm like, okay, and I just run down there and grab the trophy and give it to him. This season's over, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so the push is coming down now. Now, he's doing a really good job. The Liberator, it's important not just that it stops the workers from mining, but it stays alive. He wants Classic to make a mistake somewhere. And we're going to see if that moment actually happens. Now, TY has a pretty sparse little army, but I don't want to count that out just yet because of what we've already seen him do here in game one between these two.
Yeah, targeting down that siege tank.
The tank lives!
Gets that extra volley.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Liberator edges forward. Come at me, bro, Stalker. He's going to send another tank down. Does he try to attack it again? With that, even just make sure to target down that last probe. There's more gateways being added in here. I think TY actually is going to have to respect Classic here and go back home. But again, it's pretty terrifying to see how good this guy is.
Dude, it was
with small numbers of units.
And to double underline what you said, after that was all said and done, it was then 40 workers to 43. Previously, it was 28 to 42. So TY went up net 12 workers. Classic went up net 1 worker. Yeah. This is a big deal. 42 is not enough to saturate 3 bases, so wow.
See this weird thing where the SCVs are trying to repair the Cyclone. The Cyclone's on a patrol, so it's like nothing's quite... All right, finally. He got it.
It looks so funny.
Yeah. Okay. No tag on the army, actually. Ooh, and that's why he's going to blink inside the main, and he wants the Oracle as backup. Wait, did he just mess up? Or did he?
No,
I thought some of those units blinked back.
A little bit of harassment here. Maybe he's going to recall them or just try to blink out, I guess.
I think he's going to
took TY a little bit, yeah. Committed maybe to recall, but okay, loses 1 Stalker, definitely worthwhile harassment. Classic always finding that extra damage.
Yeah.
Always.
These games are so good.
Yeah, today
it's like these guys are just not. This is by far the best day of GSL we've had this season.
Which is a lot to say. We had
such our best season so far. Yeah.
There was a few days around a 32 where I'm like, oh my God. Not going to pass that this year. Oh, forget about that. The true group of death.
So we got to take note here. Third base being taken by TY. Now Classic takes the very bottom left base, which is actually an area that TY might not look for immediately. TY might be looking for bases like we just see over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right, actually. People don't normally take that as their fourth.
It's actually much farther away.
I never see anyone take that.
I mean, I don't think it's like bad, but usually you take the base that's a little bit north of your second base.
I guess especially if you're going to be pressuring right here, it can help a little bit as well. You're kind of,
It's counterintuitive, but in some sense that's why it's good, because a good player might not expect it.
So here he doesn't have a charge quite yet, so he's being very careful with these pushes, still trying to get some harassment done.
Whoa!
Oracle somehow living here.
Yeah. Step back is finally finishing. That's what kind of pressure has actually been on TY this game.
Yeah. Wow. 1-1 finishing up there as well. 1-1 is done for Classic. Starts 2-2 immediately.
That's right.
As does TY. So both these guys on top of their upgrades. Ghost Academy coming up as well.
It's so funny because, like, only the very best players in the world, when they have one Oracle like that and they need to rely, because they're trying to out-expand their opponent, they need those tags if the push happens. The fact that Classic has the guts The fact that he has the balls to try to come out and just snipe one SCV for a second and go away, it's like, wow, okay, you really are like
there's
one of the very best players ever, because if you lost that, suddenly TY might be able to surprise you somewhere on the map, but all right. Okay, now he does finally lose that Oracle.
Got to point out that there's some Hellbats out. He made some Hellbats.
Yeah, but it almost seems like he knew this kind of attack was coming. See all these Zealots up here?
Like, that is a lot of Zealots, so clearly Hellbats are going to do all right. You know, Psystorm can kind of kill them off and stuff, but you never really see Hellbats added into this type of composition.
Well, I think TY is just on the next level.
Yeah.
Now, again, this is so many Zealots. Let's actually see how this goes down.
Well, watch the Psystorms here. Oh!
Okay, there's one of these tanks is isolated down here. The Zealot and Archon are going to dive on that.
Some ridiculous Psystorms coming down here.
You know, I think what TY's doing is really impressive, but I don't think there's enough space for this army to hide from over here if any more good Psystorms come down.
Oh my
man.
God. Yeah, he came here with like, what, 7, 8 Psystorms?
That's it. GG.
Wow.
Classic takes game 2.
Dude, I tell you, Classic did good damage early on, kind of kept control, but TY